In labs across China, machines that once belonged to science fiction are stepping into real life. Robots are walking with perfect human-like posture, cooking restaurant-quality meals, and even carrying plans for artificial pregnancy. From bustling Shanghai to NASA's future Mars missions, these creations are rewriting what we thought robots could do. This is the story of China's bold AI revolution and the global race it has ignited. In a packed hall at the 2025 World Artificial Intelligence Conference in Shanghai, a crowd gasped as a tall humanoid robot glided across the stage. This was Kepler Robotics' K2 Bumblebee, and it didn't shuffle like most robots. Instead, it walked with straight knees, each step smooth and natural, almost like a trained athlete. For decades, humanoid robots have moved with bent legs, a design meant to keep them from tipping over. Bumblebee's engineers decided to break that rule. They built a hybrid joint system and paired it with an advanced framework called VLA, short for Vision, Language, and Action. This setup lets the machine see, understand, and respond to the world all at once. The result is a robot that can recover if someone bumps it or if it slips on an uneven floor. It can handle slopes, steps, and sudden pushes without losing balance, something few other humanoids can match. To prove it, Kepler live-streamed the robot for 8 straight hours. Viewers watched as Bumblebee picked up objects, held simple conversations, and stayed steady even when the environment changed. For engineers, this was more than a show. Stability has always been the biggest weakness for humanoid robots. With Bumblebee, Kepler showed that a machine could move like a person and keep working in real-world settings like warehouses, hospitals, and busy factory floors. The reaction online was instant. Clips of the straight-knee walker spread across social media, sparking debates about when humanoid robots will become part of daily life. Some people predict they will be common by 2030. Others warn that the road to mass production is long. Building a few robots for a stage is one thing. Rolling out thousands that can handle the chaos of a real workplace is another. Costs remain high and regulations are still catching up. While Kepler focuses on movement, another Chinese startup is chasing a different challenge, giving robots the fine touch of a human hand. XS Square Robot recently announced that it raised over $100 million in funding from backers including Alibaba Cloud and NCA Capital. Their star project is the Quanta X2, a wheeled humanoid robot with arms and hands so dexterous they can perform tasks from delicate service work to heavy industrial jobs. What makes X Square's approach stand out is its brain. They call it WAL-OSS, an open-source embodied AI foundation model. This system tackles 2 of robotics' hardest problems. The first is catastrophic forgetting, when a robot learns a new skill but loses an old one. The second is modal decoupling, when vision, language, and motion drift out of sync, making a robot clumsy. WAL-OSS blends massive amounts of real-world action data with generated video, teaching the machine to plan steps ahead and adapt to new situations without forgetting what it already knows. The Quanta X2 pairs this smart software with serious hardware. Each arm has 7 degrees of freedom and the hands have 20 degrees each, allowing lifelike gestures and precise grip. With modular clamps for tools like brushes and mops, it can even clean a floor in a full circle. X Square has open-sourced its software, inviting developers everywhere to build on it. The company believes that with global collaboration, robotic butlers could be helping in homes within 5 years, a timeline that once sounded like fantasy, but now feels surprisingly realistic. While China's humanoid builders are racing ahead, they are not stopping at walking or cleaning. One of the most startling projects comes from Kaiwa Technology. The company stunned the crowd at the 2025 World Robot Conference in Beijing by unveiling plans for a pregnancy robot equipped with an artificial womb. Their concept is a full-size humanoid that could carry a fetus for the entire 10-month gestation cycle and even deliver the baby. Founder Gang Qiang explained that this is not just an incubator, but a lifelike figure designed to mimic natural pregnancy. The fetus would float in a synthetic amniotic fluid and receive nutrients through a controlled system, almost exactly as it would in a human body. Kaiwa claims the underlying technology is already proven in laboratory conditions and now needs to be integrated into a robot's frame. They are aiming for a public launch as soon as 2026 with a price around 100,000 yuan, roughly 14,000 US dollars. The idea has sparked huge ethical and legal debates. Some see a potential lifeline for couples facing infertility, while others fear it crosses a moral line by turning childbirth into a machine-driven process. History offers a glimpse of what might be possible. In 2017, researchers in Philadelphia kept a premature lamb alive in a transparent biobag for 4 weeks until it grew wool, demonstrating that partial artificial gestation is possible. But carrying life from fertilization to birth is an enormous leap. Chinese provincial authorities are already discussing how to regulate such technology, but the questions remain as big as the science. Not every new robot is chasing controversy. Jack Ma's Ant Group is focusing on the kitchen. Through its robotics arm, Robiant, the company introduced its first humanoid, the R1, with a memorable live demo. Standing between 5 and 6 feet tall and weighing more than 200 pounds, the R1 cooked garlic shrimp on stage at Berlin's IFA 2025 Tech Show, then repeated the performance at a Shanghai conference. The R1 moves quickly for its size, about 1.5 meters per second, and features 34 degrees of freedom for smooth arm and hand motion. Ant Group isn't selling it as a consumer gadget. Instead, it is bundling the robot into larger service packages for institutions such as museums, restaurants, and community centers. Some units are already in use at places like the Shanghai History Museum, where they help with tasks from guiding tours to basic medical consultations. Ant is also building its own large language model, called Bailing, to merge AI software with its hardware robots. Competition is fierce. Other Chinese companies, including Unitree, are working on similar service robots, and Tesla continues to push its Optimus project. At the same conferences where the R1 debuted, executives from rival firms admitted that while building the physical body of a robot is now routine, giving it the intelligence to think and adapt like a human is still the toughest challenge. Elon Musk is watching this boom closely. Just 29 months after unveiling his last grand plan, he released Tesla's Master Plan 4, a roadmap that puts humanoid robots at the center of the company's future. Musk calls it a vision of sustainable abundance, where machines take over dangerous and repetitive work so people can focus on what they truly want to do. The star of that plan is Optimus, Tesla's own humanoid. Musk imagines Optimus helping in factories, homes, and even on Mars. But critics remain cautious. Tesla's robotaxi service in Austin still needs human operators, and several live demos of Optimus have faced accusations of hidden human control. Regulators are paying attention, and even Musk admits the details for large-scale production are not ready. The target of a 2025 rollout is starting to look more like a dream than a schedule. Meanwhile, the idea of robots exploring space is gaining momentum. NASA scientist Pascal Lee speaks openly about artificial astronauts, humanoid robots tough enough to survive the harsh Martian environment. They would not need food, oxygen, or heavy life support systems. Built with advanced AI, these explorers could handle spacewalks without bulky suits and prepare the way for human crews. Lee even imagines a day when such robots carry human DNA across the galaxy, becoming a kind of mechanical offspring that pushes life far beyond Earth. SpaceX has hinted that its Starship rockets could deliver humanoid robots to Mars as early as 2026, years before any human landing. While these futuristic projects grab headlines, robots are quietly slipping into everyday life. In San Antonio, Texas, a boutique spa became the first in the city to install an AI-powered massage system called Acape. Developed over 7 years with $70 million in funding, the machine scans the body with 4 cameras and uses twin robotic arms to deliver a personalized massage. Customers wear a thin suit so the robot can work without oils, and sensors adjust pressure in real time to avoid sensitive areas. A 1-hour session costs $80, cheaper than many human therapists, and Acape units are already operating in more than 100 locations across the United States. For some, the idea of a robot masseuse is a novelty. For others, it is a glimpse of a near future where machines handle intimate, everyday tasks. Safety limits keep the pressure gentle, but the debate about trust and comfort continues. Some clients love the precision and the lack of small talk, while others admit they still feel uneasy letting a machine touch them. From straight-kneed walkers in Shanghai to kitchen robots in Berlin, from artificial wombs to Mars-bound explorers, one thing is clear: Robotics and AI are moving faster than governments, businesses, or even culture can keep up. China's bold push has turned the global race into a sprint, forcing every major tech player to rethink what comes next. The world is entering an era where the line between human and machine grows thinner every day. Which of these breakthroughs excites you, and which ones make you nervous? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the future of robotics, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the next story.